Here's the former Utah Ute, Matt Gay, to get this one started. And with the terrible towels waving wildly, we are underway from Pittsburgh. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow. They'll start here with Jackson. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for a first. Burrow will throw. And that is incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Fielded at about the 28. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick in the 2019 draft from Oklahoma. It's Kyler Murray. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's football 101, isn't it? Tip your cap to the rookie. He knocked that one away, but he better not relax. They're going to test him all game long.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
They run on first down with Jackson. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference. Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And he's got some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Murray. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Tony. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On the counter, it's Hall. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. We are in for a good one as we're through 1. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2 as they go to work on a 1st and goal. to throw. It's Murray. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Jacoby Myers from 8 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. That time a 6-play drive. And it was all capped off by Jacoby Myers on the touchdown reception. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Now the Steelers getting set and ready for their next possession. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10.
11. 12. 11 MT. 12. 11 MT.
They'll start this drive out and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And oh, it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. Looking for a bounce back. Had the fumble a moment ago that went for a touchdown the other direction. See if he can get back in rhythm.
And you have to be very careful about having too quick of a hook with really good players. I did a guy's game in high school where he fumbled 3 times in the first quarter. Fans remember.
And he loses the football a second time. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. Second time in this first half now, Charles, that he's coughed up the football.
And both times I think they were in spots where he's got to think about covering up the ball. He's got to revert to his fundamentals in those practice drills where they carry it through traffic. He's not out in the open field where he can swing it a little bit, cover it up, and take care of it.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's done. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. On third down. Done. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Steelers are able to add on to their first half lead. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go. And the try for 2 is denied. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Johnson's got it complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Burrow. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Draymond Jones in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
11, 11 Thomas.
On 3rd down. And oh my goodness, he loses it again. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Man, that's a 3rd fumble for him now in this ball game. And you know the old saying, CD, once is a fluke, twice a coincidence, 3 times becoming a pattern.
3 times is a problem in this case because we've seen field goal kickers have days like this, quarterbacks occasionally. But how rare is it for us to see a running back lose it 3 times trying to carry it?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a handoff up the middle. It's done, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. They'll keep it on the ground. Done, and he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers will extend their lead here just before halftime. They're going to try and run. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fields it right around the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Here we go, here we go.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Taken from about the 12. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
What a way to start the second half. These guys are showing no signs of letting up. They have a chance to take a decided advantage with this possession.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 28 yards. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
On 2nd and 10, Murray. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tariq Carpenter. And the Steelers will take over here just shy of the 30. But to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game. But that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback. But maybe that's a start, Charles. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Burrow looking to pass. It's caught by Jackson. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Call that a 59-yard punt return. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gay is on for the point after. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Well, it's no secret. That's why they have him return punts. He has the capability to take them back, and he did so there. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
Here we go.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time.
11,
this is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. So possession goes over here on the punt.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
On 1st down, it's done. 73 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter.
And it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Steelers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Now Burrow. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. To throw again on second down. Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Now Burrow. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now Burrow on first down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. And Reed comes flying in from safety for the sack.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Throwing on second and long. Burrow. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. And Pittsburgh with 6 defensive backs in the game here on third down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. But not only is his defense pitching a shutout, now they're contributing points themselves. I mean, they have really put together what's almost been a perfect effort here in this one.
I love how you express that. They've absolutely exceeded expectations in this one, and even better than their play, it's been their effort. Even with the win in their back pocket already, every one of those guys is still out there fighting like it's a tie game.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the Steelers set to take the field. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're got to...
Now Burrow loses the football, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Steeler offense set to regain possession.
On one, ready?
They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room, get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coaches say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
On the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready for your next game.
Don't play with my name. You come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just laying.